Hey guys, how you doing? Austin here. Just went live, so don't have anybody here yet. But as you can see from down in the left-hand corner of my screen, I got this guy who's trying to pilfer and get in on my live stream and get in on my action here. Zach's with me, as you guys know. We're really good buddies. So Zach Humphreys is here. So for those of you guys watching live, watching the replay, bear with me. We got to get some viewers on, so I got to get some people who are coming into the stream, and then we'll get started. So we'll get started in just a few minutes. So drop in the chat whenever you guys come in, and let me know you're here. Zach, I'll turn it over to you and let you do the same. Let you go live on your respective channel.
Okay, cool, man. I can't see you on Zoom. You can see me?
I can see you.
Okay, I can't see your image on Zoom. I just clicked to go live, so we'll see what happens.
Wonder why you can't see me on. Wonder why you can't see me on Zoom. That's weird.
I don't know. Your Zoom box is just like empty on my end. It's weird. I just clicked live, so welcome in everybody. I'm 12 seconds in. So yeah, I'm here with Austin. So let some people bounce in here. Yeah, I just see a blank screen. That's weird.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Select a microphone. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
So, all right, hold on. We're still trying to get some viewers. I've only got like 7 viewers on. That's weird. It's like nobody knows I'm here yet.
Right, I'm the same. I got one viewer in. So
Says he.
Things up. Any viewers out there? Yeah.
So I'm trying to change some of the stuff here. What do we got here? Audio. Select a speaker. iMac. Okay, say something.
Check, check, check.
Ooh, that's much better. Okay. There we go. So I only have like 6 viewers.
I just turned my, yeah, I've only got 2. I just turned my max volume up too. But yeah, I still can't see you. That's weird.
That is very weird.
I can see myself.
So we've done this before. I mean, I'm using. So we're. What the hell? We're doing the whole Zoom thing where. I don't know. I got nothing, dude.
Yeah, I just have. I mean, I can hear you. I mean, it's just an empty gray box. I don't know. It's weird. I can see myself. I don't know what does it look like on your live. Let me pull up your live.
I've got
everybody. I'm getting some people in now.
Yeah, I've got only 10 with me, 10 people with me. Usually we go live, we get a lot more people. Everybody must be checked out, man.
I've only got six people hanging out.
Well, we may only be here about 30 minutes. We may not have anybody that wants to come hang out with us. I mean, what the hell, right?
That's it.
Our popularity is all of a sudden plummeted. All right, so I got Kevin here. I got Mary here. I got German here. Villanueve. Cody. What's up, Cody? Talk about Shiba and XRP. I will. What the hell is going on? I only have 11 concurrent viewers. Usually it just goes crazy.
I know. Yeah, I'm with you. I've got 5 viewers and 3 likes. Good morning, Bolo. Okay, there we go. I got 7 now.
You're about to beat me. Nobody likes us. Our popularity has waned. We've officially been kicked to the curb, man.
If you, I think I know what it is. So if you pull your Zoom box on whatever screen you're sharing, I think I'll be able to see you.
Oh, okay. So there we go.
I minimized.
Okay, I just did it.
Okay, let me see if it changes here. Yeah, see, I still don't see. Okay, that's weird.
No, I got nothing, dude.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, we can roll with it. What's up, Samir? Polo, how you doing?
What's up, guys? So Villanueve said, check your settings. I didn't get a notification. Yeah, I don't have any control over settings, guys. So each individual, it's your settings on your end, whether or not you get notified when I go live, stuff like that. So that's a setting on your side of it. Okay, so.
Dude, I've been hearing a lot of that. So people that are even like hitting the notification bell for us are not getting our alerts. It's something going on. I've heard it on a bunch of other channels. So what I've been telling people, and maybe you can tell your followers the same thing, your subscribers. I've been saying like basically unhit the bell and then re-hit it, like
re-hit the bell.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then usually you get the alerts that I don't know what that is, but I've been hearing that a lot lately. So
That's the damnedest thing. All right. Well, yeah.
yep.
Because I'm pretty much going live every day now. I'd like to try to do them. I'm still only. How many viewers you at? I'm at 23. That's weird.
11.
Dude, it's something must be up with YouTube.
Yeah.
Something's up
I'm
because
only at 12. Yeah,
by
12 now.
by now I'm usually at 100 easily. So
Right.
anyway, it is what it is. We'll hang out and bullshit and talk and stuff. So so I got King with me. Brad SEC is running a Brad Clutter. SEC is running a blackout. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. We'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk. So wow, I'm shocked. Mary, I found this live session by accident. I didn't get a notification either. All right, Mary, thank you. So yeah, Mary and King, one thing you might do is later go to my channel and where you've subscribed and you hit the bell notification, uncheck the bell notification and then recheck it back on. That's something that Zach said might work. So I'm getting somebody asking why the gas fees are really high. Gas fees have always been insanely high.
Yeah.
There's
even more so now with just the NFT craze, man. It's wild.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So gas fees are a direct result of traffic on the network, right? I mean, at the end of the day, right? And since the vast majority of NFT of all the NFT stuff is going on the Ethereum network, that is dramatically raising gas fees. So one thing that I do, for whatever it's worth, one thing that I do, and I know Zach does it as well, to avoid paying gas fees is I buy all my coins and my tokens on crypto.com and Coinbase, and I don't pay gas fees. You pay the gas fees when you're doing the transfers and all those kind of things. You have any extra opinion around that?
Yeah, man. I think the other thing that's kind of like creating higher gas fees than normal is the EIP 1559.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, you're taking, what was it, $35 million worth USD of ETH has been burned since EIP 1559, which just happened in early August?
Yep.
Which is wild, right? So, the demand has never been higher, the supply is decreasing, the gas fees are going to be higher, right?
Well,
I mean, it's going to get better with Ethereum 2.0, for sure. But that's another reason why to invest in Polygon, the layer 2. That's going to help with scalability, gas fees, transaction speed, all that stuff.
Well, and you've also got, did a little due diligence. You've also got kind of a little bit of a minor revolt that has happened in the Ethereum miner community, where there was almost like coups, COUPS, right? Coups that were trying to be planned to try to raise and keep gas fees really, really high because they basically get those gas fees,
Right.
So I think with the next
And
EIP that's coming in December, and when we formally get over to POS, proof of stake, it'll all go back down. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I think it's a direct correlation as to why you're seeing things like Solana, Terra, Avalanche, and all these other DeFi plays that have NFT platforms, right? Especially Solana, because they got the partnership with FTX, which is huge exchange. They're not paying the amount of fees. So you've got the NFTs booming, at least in the short term. I think, people are going to Solana. They're going to these other places because why the heck not, right? I still think in the long term, ETH is the number one player. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how that plays out. Once Ethereum 2.0 rolls out, how that balance of power looks, if you will.
Yeah, but okay, that brings up a very good topic for discussion, okay? And you don't know what I'm going to ask you. It's kind of a loaded question. I mean, we're both really big on, we're both big on Ethereum, as set as a baseline or as a foundation. But do you think that when ETH 2.0 is officially here, when we are officially off of proof of work to proof of stake, when ETH 2.0 is live, etc., and let's just say for discussion's sake, gas fees go down to where they're nominal or non-existent. Let's just say that those two things are in play. Okay, now, do you envision, the Solanas, the Phantoms, the Matics, the Avalanches, and and insert any other ones there that are there. These ones that are specifically benefiting. Do you think we see a dramatic drop off in the price of those respective tokens and coins? What do you think?
That's a good question. I would venture to guess yes. I think because I think each still just has so much of the market share, right? And it's still performing well. I mean, even with the gas fees being as high as it is, high as they are. But I don't think that means Solana and Avalanche are going away. I mean, I think it goes back to the bigger point. It's like there's this narrative kind of going around where it's like Cardano's the ETH killer, and you've got to pick one. I just don't subscribe to that idea. Of course, we want everybody to subscribe to our channels though too.
Right.
But I don't subscribe to that idea of we've got to pick one or two. I think this DeFi space, as we can see, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. There's room for many players, especially two top players, which I think are going to be Ethereum and Cardano. So
yeah, but here's where I tend to agree with what you said, but also what I would add to that is let's just look at take Solana, Phantom, and again the other players that are out there. So like Phantom as an example, when they put up $250 million worth of FTM tokens to incentivize developers to develop on their platform, right? So the fact of the matter is that development has taken place. Those projects that the projects that Solana got, the projects, and these are DeFi projects, whatever they may be, right? NFT, whatever it may be. Those projects are being built and deployed on those respective blockchains, right? So again, let's just say January 1, boom, ETH2O is live and gas fees are non-existent and blah, blah, blah. Those projects that were built and deployed on Phantom, Solana, Matic will not just, instantly overnight go, okay, bye-bye, and they're going to go to ETH. They're still going to stay there, right? So this goes back directly to what you were saying, and where I agree with you in that capacity is that the question will be future development, right? Okay, as a developer developing a new project, am I going to develop it on ETH2O or am I going to develop it on Solana or Phantom or what it may be? And I think in that scenario is, all things being considered, as long as ETH2O delivers on transaction scalability, speed, etc. I think the Ethereum will probably win a fair amount more of those deals because they're the 9 million pound gorilla in the room.
Agreed 100%. And I think, I mean, in saying that, again, I just want to make this clear. It doesn't mean Solana is going to fall back to being non-existent or less prevalent. They're taking advantage of this opportunity right now, right? So, same thing with Terra. And others, right? So the question becomes new projects once Ethereum 2.0 rolls out.
Right.
Right. What are the advantages of going on Ethereum versus Terra on new projects when everything is set with ETH 2.0? And I mean, it'll be interesting to watch. I think it's going to depend on the type of project you're creating, where ETH gas fees are. I mean, you're still going to have some gas fees probably, right?
Right.
How well the layer 2 works.
Right? I 1,000,000% agree. I mean, that's why Ethereum is my largest holding. I know it is for you as well, but I mean, I'm looking for damn near any blockchain DeFi / smart contract play I can find, and I'm putting money in it. Phantom, Solana, Matic, what is it? You told me about a couple of them. Tezos, Avalanche. Why not throw a couple $100 at them respectively, or more, whatever, right? It's just, I think at least for 3 or 4 or 5 months run, I got Solana up on my screen right now. It's at $1.75. I'm like, man, I'm kind of itching to pull the trigger and buy some, even though I feel like I'm kind of chasing, quote unquote, chasing Solana,
Yeah, I'm with you, but I mean, dude, I'll tell you what. I did a quick hitter on Solana. This is only a few predictions, but let me see if I can pull it back up. It was on that aggregator site. Basically, here's the price predictions. December 2021. This is right off the top of my head from just recording this morning. Like 620.
Solana,
450.
Shit.
And these were like 3 or 4 different price predictions. There was one that was kind of, not much higher. It was like 250. But I mean, there were two that one was like 450 and another one was 600. So I mean, when I looked at that, I kind of, this is kind of what I've been thinking, because I've been battling, like, did I miss the boat? I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, so if I take all this information in, a fair guesstimate or estimate, would be 400. So if I can get Solana sub 200, I feel like I'm not too late, at least right now. Is it a long-term hold for me? I can't answer that question yet, but I think while we're in this period where Ethereum 2.0 is not going to roll out this year. I mean, I don't think it is. We would have heard things, right? I think it's going to be 2022. So let me ride the Solana wave for these next 4 or 5 months, and then make a decision on if it's a long-term hold or whatever, right?
Okay, but you bring up a really good point, and I want to talk about this. So right here, right now, Solana is at 175. Okay, so and by the way, Robert Wells, thanks for the super chat. He said he could barely hear you. I moved it over, so thanks for that. I got a few Patreon members. Paul S is here with me. Thanks for every guys. So okay, so here's what I want to talk about. So let's say you were gonna put. Okay, let's go with what you're saying. Let's say Solana doubles. It goes to 350, right? It's 175. Okay. So you put up $174, and you're basically betting on the fact of it doubling, going to go to 350, which I think will happen, or 400, or whatever it is. Now, here's the question: is it better? He says with an evil laugh, right? Is it better to put $175 up to buy one single token of Solana versus go put and Phantom? Phantom right now is trading at 154. And so Phantom, so do you believe that Phantom's going to go to $3 and double? You know what I'm saying? Which is the better play is really what I'm asking.
It's tough. Yeah, you're right. And I guess top of the head, quick response, knee-jerk reaction answer is Solana's less risk. Phantom's more risk, more reward. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Phantom is at this point primed to move higher, but like seeing what Solana has done over the past few weeks, like learning about all the institutional money coming in, knowing their top 10, it's probably me falling back on it's a little less risky.
Yeah.
And I could still double up my money in the short term and then make a decision on if I want to hold it longer later.
Yeah, so your immediate reaction is risk. The first word out of your mouth was risk. It wasn't really about, do I believe that Solana will go from 175 to 300? It was risk. I'd rather put the money in Solana and get one token for that versus whatever you could get for, $175 worth of Phantom, as an example.
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel on it, though? Because I'm curious to see your opinion on it.
Somebody's still saying they can't hear you. I've got this thing turned up as loud as it can go. We're having major issues today, man.
Everybody's good on my end. I asked them, and they said that they can hear both of us. By the way, Tyler Yetzer says, well, I have you both here. Zach, are you going to send Austin the poster? So, dude, I got to actually send this to you.
Oh, yeah, he was on. Yeah, Tyler, that was it's your boy messing up there. He hadn't gotten off his ass and done it. So,
I got to ship that to you, man. It's pretty sweet. You see it?
I do. That's cool.
Cool.
So, man, I don't know. I've got Sadie here. Do you feel ADA price will increase on 12th or sell off? All right.
Yes.
There's a YouTube member. So I give him a shout out. We'll come back to that in a minute. I actually wasn't going to even go with the whole risk thing, because here's how I look at them. I don't know. It's weird. I look at them differently from a price point standpoint, and I don't know why the hell I look at them differently, right? Like Phantom's $1.50 a token, right? So I can buy $175 worth. I mean, really what it comes down to is at the end of the day is how I look at it. Is it easier for Phantom to go to $3, or is it easier for Solana to go to whatever it was, 350? That's how I look at it, right? Mm-hmm. And so for me, I feel like it's a much easier move for Phantom to go to 300, because it's just got a lot more, market cap. Hold on, this is the wife. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, baby, I'm live streaming.
So we're getting some questions in here. Tyler, ADA, LOL, of course. What's up, Child of Ash? How you doing, Josh? Phantom is more risky. Yeah, I agree with Josh on that, but I think Austin brings up a good point here too. I just went to Austin's channel. I was able to hear you fine.
I
Josh,
agree. Yeah, I agree with the risk factor. Sorry about that. Go ahead. I mean, I think you're right. Go ahead.
I've got a couple people saying they can hear us well on your channel too. So I think it's just a few people on their end.
Cool. I got a super chat from Junior. Thanks for that. Master Austin, don't do math in public. Buy Master Yoda Pop. Yes, I know. They're getting on me because my pop figures. I got to buy a Yoda. I got to get off my ass and get that done. I'm too busy creating content for you guys. Damn, man. Okay. So I think we've buried. So I guess we kind of we ended up in the middle, right? I mean, I think we ended up in from a risk standpoint. That's where we ended up. But Solana, I think at $1.774, I didn't know that Solana could go to $400 to $600. I mean, I'm probably going to buy 4 or 5 tokens. What the hell? I feel like I just want to be on the damn train.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with, and I've got some plans to probably buy some Phantom here too. We were just talking about that before we got on air. What's it down to now? It's
Phantom is $1.50 and change.
$1.50 and change. Yeah, I like it. Let me ask you on a few others. How are you feeling about Matic right now? Polygon.
Man, you know what's okay?
It's frustrating.
It's frustrating because I love them. I love Polygon. I've loved them since I got into crypto. Since I started the channel in May, I've loved them. But they just freaking the price just doesn't freaking move. And however I feel about, and it's probably moving right now. Like Austin is going screaming through the roof, But however I feel about them, for me, crypto always comes back to the investment side. Where do I feel like that money is going to be best spent, right? It's like an example, Ethereum Classic. I've had the last 2 live streams. Somebody asked me about ETC, and I'm like, I like ETC. It's fine, even though I think it's kind of its fork. It went that way, but if I was going to put $500, I certainly wouldn't put it into ETC. It's not that I'm bashing Ethereum Classic. It's that I think that money is better used somewhere else, like on a Solana, a Phantom, or whatever it may be. You know what I mean?
Right. I think this could happen, and I don't know for sure. Speaking of Polygon, I'm pulling up a news article. Mina, which just cracked the top 100, MINA. They just partnered with Polygon. Shout out to Tori McFarlane in our private community. He called Mina, which is up at like $5.40 right now. He was talking about it in our Discord when it was like $1 and some change. So that's the kind of information and intel you get in both of our private communities. I stress this all the time, man. Like, it's amazing how much I've learned from people in our community. It's just a great place to be to learn about new cryptos. But I say all that to say, Polygon's like kind of quietly integrating with all of these assets. We know it's going to be big for Ethereum 2.0, which isn't here yet. Like, is it one of those like assets that's dormant right now that like maybe doesn't move a lot, but then like there's going to be a period where it just absolutely explodes, similar to Solana?
Yeah, I would tend to say you're right. And so what is Polygon trading at right now? And even Matic, let me see. So I mean,
130.
Yeah, 133.
133.
Yeah. So I mean, here's the thing: if you don't want to miss the boat, then go. Again, right? It's for entertainment purposes only. Blah blah blah. But maybe throw whatever your budget will allow. For me, I might throw $1,000 at it or something like that, and just say, okay, I'm gonna put that in the corner and see what it does. And because I think it comes back squarely to what you just said. It comes back to the fact of, I readily say it, and I know you did too. I missed Solana. I mean, we should have bought it at 20 or 30. I freaking missed it, and it frankly pissed me off the whole time. Every time I literally don't want to look at the chart because I know it's going to be crushing it.
I'm with you, dude. And I didn't want to buy it even when it was going up. I remember when it was 150. I'm like, should I get in? Should I get?
Yeah.
And then it's like the next day it's 170. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
And then it's 190. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, and it's already proven it can be there, right? So buying it at $1.74, I feel like I'm chasing it a little bit. But to end on this note and then kind of land this plane, I'll do that because I want to talk about ADA. I think to me, it's worth having a little bit of Solana, kind of like you look at it from an Ethereum standpoint, right? So have a little bit of Solana, but go buy, in my opinion, some Phantom, some Matic, some Tezos that you mentioned, maybe some Mina, some of these other Avalanche, some of these other blockchain DeFi slash smart contract plays. Because I think we've got at least, what do you think, Zach, 4 or 5 months run here before ETH 2.0? I mean, give or take, maybe more. And I think after that, it's going to be kind of a wait and see attitude with ETH 2.0.
Exactly. As long as NFTs stay as popular as they are right now, I think you're going to see all these platforms skyrocket. I got a quick note from an insider on YouTube, and I know you talked about this one, so I'd like to get your opinions real quick before we move to Ada. Are you still bullish on Polymath? Shout out to Sean. Thanks for the question.
I'm texting my wife real quick, something about trying to make my kid an appointment. Just a minute.
Okay. Sean says he's shopping today, was going to pick up some new stuff. Polymath was one that I know we had talked about off air, because Austin and I talk just about, we talk every day about new cryptos and kind of what we're watching. Sean, I can say I'm not invested in it, but I know there's been a lot of talk about it. And I think it's close to the top 100 too. So it's definitely one to consider.
Polymath?
Yeah.
So I just pulled it up. It's at 67 cents. It's ranked 140. I think it dropped. I think it was doing better than this. It's down 10% right now. I like what they're doing. I think and you can pretty much buy this on anything like Coinbase. Yeah, you can buy it on Coinbase. You can get it on crypto. You can get it on pretty much every major exchange. I think that Polymath will break the top 100. I think what they do, their use case, their utility, all that is pretty straightforward. I don't own it yet. I didn't buy any. My opinion is neutral right here, right this second. I think that that's kind of how I feel. I mean, it's 67 cents. It's like, all right, you know what? I might throw, if I was just on a whim, $200-$400 on it or something like that, just for the hell of it. But it kind of comes back to that whole Matic thing. Where do I want to, if I only have a certain amount of money I'm looking to allocate right here, right now from a budget standpoint, probably wouldn't go into Polymath yet. I think there's better plays,
Yep. I agree with everything. Should we move into Cardano?
Yeah, so let me pull up Cardano real quickly and see what we got here. So Cardano, whoa, buddy, she's down to $2.38, down 7.7%. Because again, we got Ethereum down 7%, etc. So Cardano's following it exactly. So I'm sure you got people asking your end. Cardano ADA, smart contracts go live September 12th. There was some fear, some FUD out there that the test net was failing, blah, blah, blah. I haven't heard anything to the contrary, so I think that was complete bullshit. But like any tech development process, there's probably been issues, which they should, right? But I'm still hardcore bullish on Cardano. I still think Cardano's $5 to $10 by the end of the year. But the September 12th thing, I'm not sure we're going to get a lot of movement by September 12th because of the overall markets just sucks right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so the 12th is Sunday. So if we don't see a reversal in the market, I don't think it'll be as big of a pop as we're expecting. However, I wouldn't be completely shocked if we saw a big run up leading up to the launch, right? Like a run up to $4. I mean, I think the all-time high is what, like 310, something like that right now for Cardano. Wouldn't be shocked at all if we get above that and even close in on $4 and then maybe settle back down and even sell off quite a bit. Like that wouldn't shock me. I mean, we're seeing that a lot with like big events, right?
Yep.
But it could go the other way. I mean, the Bitcoin El Salvador Bitcoin Day, everyone expected that to be a huge day, and
yeah, but that was market manipulation, man. That was a concerted effort to drive Bitcoin down and all that stuff around that, right? So,
yeah.
But to your point, that could happen. There could be market manipulation step in to drive Cardano down. I mean, it could be a concerted effort,
But I think the real test for Cardano is going to be once smart contracts launch, give it a few months, kind of see how people are using them. Are people building the DeFi apps like Charles Hoskinson says they're going to, right? And it comes down to what's going to be built on this network once it comes out, right? Because after the hype and after, it's out, it's here, then it all comes down to, are people using it? Do people like it?
Well, and you bring up a really valid point. Look at the first 20 minutes of our discussion. Solana, Phantom, all these other blockchain DeFi smart contract plays. So in Cardano, I mean, there's nobody who's gonna question the staying power of Cardano, right? Versus say a Phantom, as an example, and I'm very bullish on Phantom. So I think it comes back. It comes squarely back to the validity and all that. I mean, the the launch has got to go smoothly, and if that happens, then I think we're off and running. And I think, what's funny is I hadn't even thought about it until you just literally said that. I think that the real pump is going to happen when the floodgates open from a technical standpoint, and you start to see, this project, that project coming onto the Cardano, network.
Yep.
I think that's it. So
yeah, and I think that's going to happen late this year, and I think early 2022. That's another thing too. Like, and don't misunderstand me. I think this last quarter is going to be really good for crypto. I do, but I think 2022 is setting up to be a huge year, right?
Absolutely.
Because if things kind of fall the way we think they will, right? We know the first quarter is usually really big for all investing, right? New Year's resolution, gotta save money, gotta do all this. In talking to my friend Todd, who's portfolio manager, he thinks the market is gonna take a downturn, the stock market, right? And if we see what happened last time that happened with crypto could be booming. People move all their money into crypto. And we've got all this money staked now, right, in ETH. We've got all this money staked in Cardano. Speaking of which, I've got an article up talking about the staking. Cardano adds over 200,000 new staking addresses in the past 3 months, right?
Wow.
So this money is locked up. It's not so much where, like, back in 2017, it was like, oh, let me dabble here, dabble there, make a little bit of money, and then put my money back in the stock market where things are safe. Right? No, these people, there are people now who are saying, screw the stock market. I'm a crypto investor. I'm staking. My money is locked up here. So I think all of that trickle down effect coming into 2022, I think it's setting up for an enormous year for crypto, especially the ones that we really like. My top two holdings, and I think your top two holdings, Ethereum and Cardano.
Yeah. I think you bring up a very interesting scenario of, I think the demographic. I hadn't even thought about that till you brought it up. The demographic has changed. You nailed it with the whole 2017 versus today, and you also nailed it with millennial investors who are not old school. They don't want to put their money with the Fidelities and the Schwabs of the world, right?
Yep.
As an example, brings us squarely back to institutional money wanting to get more and more into this. Fidelity saying 90% of their investors want access to crypto, and Fidelity, old school, old guard, big mutual fund, whatever, blah blah blah. I think it's changing, and so I think that you're 1,000,000% correct. So I think it's cool. I mean, when people are saying that the Ethereum, put aside the technical side of Ethereum as an example, all the technical stuff that's got to happen from POW to POS. Mm-hmm. Just talking about valuation, just talking about the numbers. How the hell are you going to go from Ethereum in 3,000 range to say 30,000 by 2023? You're going to get there by massive amount of money, an insanely huge amount of money flowing into the crypto market. And everybody. That's the dogs. Everybody readily agrees. Cut my number in half. Everybody readily agrees that Ethereum to 15,000 is just like a laydown. That's going to happen.
100%.
So for that to happen, the frickin' crypto market has got to go up dramatically.
With you 100%. I mean, I think like end of the year ETH. I think you're hearing a lot of the same things. 8,000, 9,000 makes sense. But then in 2022. I think we could be talking about, then the 3x from there, right? So it's 9 to 27, right? Or it's 8 to 24. That's what I think things are setting up for, especially when you look at the Swish report, right? They've got those predictions January 2023. What was the base case? 30,000?
The base case was 30,000 by the first quarter of 2023, all the way up to potential 150. But that was kind of pie in the sky. I think it was really 30 to 50, right?
Right.
Which we need to pause for an announcement, and the announcement is I got 177 viewers and 43 likes. Guys, hit the like button, and I'm sure Zach's
Wait,
the same deal.
How many likes?
43.
I've got 44, so let's keep this going. This will be the first time ever that I beat Austin in likes. So smash the like button on both streams. And yeah, it's totally free to do. TV timeout, pause what you're doing.
Yeah.
Takes
Hit the
no
like.
time at all, helps us out.
Yeah, you can tell we're competitive. So I'm always giving Zach crap that my channel is like bigger than his, and he's like, I'm gonna catch up. I'm like, no, you're not. Never, never, never. So yeah, hit the like button. All right, I'm at 60 now. So hit the like button, guys. It doesn't cost you anything.
62. Keep hitting that like button.
Y'all can't let Zach win, man. Come on, don't let that shit happen. Don't let that happen. Yes, I said a nasty word. Oh, not really. Okay, so. So, all right, let's move on. Let me see. I've got Pete Glasser in the house. Is Phantom better than H-Bar? To me, they're different. H-Bar. I've looked at that 8 million times. Hedera.
Yeah, it's sitting at 30 cents right now.
But
ranked 51.
But they don't do the.
They don't has said some great things about that one.
They don't do the same thing, right? Am I?
No.
No, it's a trust layer on the internet. Yeah, they don't do the same thing. I think so. From an investment standpoint. I don't know. Shit, I can't. What do you think? I honestly, Pete, I'm throwing that one to Zach. I can't give you an opinion. What do you think? Phantom versus H-Bar. Where would you put your money?
I'm with you, man. It's hard to compare the two, but I'll go back to the risk thing. I think there's less risk with Phantom, more risk with H-Bar, but probably more reward with H-Bar too.
Oh yeah. Coinbase tweeted. What's going on? Let's go look. Somebody said Coinbase. I'm pulling up Twitter. Somebody said Coinbase tweeted. What the hell happened? Hopefully it's not bad.
Coinbase Pro or regular Coinbase?
It's probably Pro. They've 12 minutes ago. We have re-enabled sends and receive for SHIB or SHIB USD. Order bucks remain in limit-only mode. At this time, limit orders can be placed and canceled to matches occur. Market orders cannot be submitted. That's fine, guys. This is not an issue. So... yeah, anyway, it's the standard. They're just going through their due diligence, guys. Coinbase Pro of onboarding Shiba, to make sure that they iron out any of the snags. So we're good. Don't worry about it. Okay.
All right, so I got a question for you, Austin. This is an interesting one because it's similar, and it's both an exchange token, which I think that's an interesting kind of area to talk about. Like we talk about the NFT space, like these separate areas, exchange token. So FTX token versus Crow coin.
You know what I'm going to say? FTX because Tom Brady is one of the owners or whatever.
I hear you. Yeah,
did you see that commercial last night? They had a commercial with him and Giselle talking about it, and Tom was calling his buddies like, "I got something new. I got this and that. Are you in it?"
Way.
Yeah, and one of them he calls some bar owner back back where the Patriots are, right? And the bar's like. I hate you, Tom. You're never gonna be. I hate you. And then Tom's like, yeah, but are you in? And the bar owner's like, yeah. And it's like, are you in on FTX, right?
Crazy.
Yeah.
How about that game too last night? Tom Brady, man.
Yeah.
What a legend.
Never bet against Tom, man. You can't give him a minute 24 left, and I'm in Dallas, right? And you can't give him a minute.
Right.
So yeah, but I think everybody was pleasantly surprised that Dallas freaking showed up. So
Dak looked good.
Yeah, no, he did. Well, and everybody thought he was good. I mean, did you know that the line was 8.5? That Dallas was getting 8.5?
I didn't realize it was that much.
Oh, it was big. That's a huge spread. So yeah. Anyway, okay. So back to what we're talking about. All right, I'm at 92 likes. Give me some more likes, guys. Come on.
Oh man, I'm getting passed up. 74 likes.
Yeah,
so everybody pause what you're doing. Smash the like button.
Yeah.
We got to catch up.
Story of my life, man. I'm just beating Zach. That's all I'm gonna do. All right. So, okay. So let's see. So I got Pete Glasser's in the house. Got some members. Cool. Okay. So what else do you want to chat about? Let's see what's going on. I want to talk about what else.
Keep in mind too. Go ahead.
XRP, man, $1.06. What do you think? I know you bought it on Uphold, didn't you?
Yeah, I got some, and I bought the dip, so I've got $800 worth now. So I guess I'm kind of going in. I still think it's pretty risky, man. But the longer this SEC thing drags out, I think the better XRP looks.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, right? I mean, it's just it feels like to me that the SEC is kind of running out of options at this point, right? So I still think it's it's a little risky, but yeah, I like it, man. I like it.
I've always liked XRP. It's just kind of, it's the whole lingering effect, and I think the whole thing was rigged. I think now the more and more that's come out on the the people who initiated the lawsuit, and it's just they were working for that law firm over there. It's just dirty and bad, and it's just yeah. It's like,
I'm with you, dude, and it almost seems like they just pulled XRP and just made an example of them. It's like, like, how and why is this any different than what a lot of these cryptocurrencies are doing, right? And it's just, it doesn't make much sense other than, hey, we don't like this one, let's pick on this one.
Yeah,
right?
well,
I don't know.
Yeah, and there's even thought, it's just not it's not good on all fronts, right? So I've got somebody asking me about Proton. Ticker is ticker. That's stock guy. Call sign is XPR. Have you ever heard of them? They're ranked 527.
No,
I've never heard about them. So let me see here. So pull it up. Market. You can get it on pretty much Uniswap, Gate.io, KuCoin, Pancake, Overview. What do these guys do? I bet you this is not going to tell me. Hold on just a minute.
As you look at that, there's an article that I just came across on cryptonews.net. Speaking of cryptonews.net, for everybody out there, great resource as like an aggregator of news. Just keeps you up to the latest news going on. We're talking about Cardano. The upgrade sets the stage for decentralized apps, known as dApps, to go live on the network with the Alonzo upgrade. Hoskinson has previously stated that Cardano will become a hub for DeFi and NFTs, two of the biggest areas right now. Yep. But it turns out that it'll be sometime after Alonzo launches before DeFi protocols go live. So again, speaking to our point, it's maybe it's not the initial surge. It's once these dApps start becoming live on the network and the NFT projects, it's going to take some time. So again, 2022, I think that's when we're going to see the big time growth for a lot of these assets. Cardano, Ethereum, especially with all their upgrades coming. That's going to have, then they're going to have time for things to kind of settle in, right? And see what happens. So little tidbit on that again.
Yeah, but you kind of wonder, as part of the bigger story here, right? The whole Solana, Phantom, Avalanche, Matic, et cetera, right? I hadn't really thought about it until you brought it up. ETH 2.0, is that going to be a game changer that change it? And I'm layering this into the context of what you just said, Cardano, ADA, DeFi. So now what you've just read and what we've just heard is that it's not going to magically open up new DeFi contracts and projects, starting in, say, October, as an example, right? So they may be further out, which again, probably. I got a super chat from Legos saying, "Dad, dad, dad, dad." Everybody calls me the crypto old dad guy in the room. Anyway, so I think we're probably not going to see an immediate impact per se. To me, I view that as a buying opportunity because I think Cardano will become one of the DeFi / smart contract plays out there, right alongside Solana, etc. And which I think brings us square back to my opinion, where you keep putting money into the Solanas, the Phantoms, the Cardanos, whatever, right? The Avalanches of the world, because the fact of the matter is those projects that are being built now are not really being built on Ethereum unless they're being built to be launched on Ethereum at a later date. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because of gas fees.
Yep.
Period.
100%.
Anyway.
And yeah. No, I'm with you 100%. And that's why I still think like these projects that you just mentioned, the Avalanches, the Phantoms, I think these next 4 months, they're going to see growth as long as NFTs continue to boom.
Well, and NFT and DeFi, right? NFT and DeFi projects. That's what it comes down to. And I think it's this conversation that I'm glad we got some good people on with us here. This is a really good dialogue to talk about the fact that we've got a 4-ish month run here, in my opinion, for these other smart chain, excuse me, I'm mixing words here. These other blockchain, DeFi, NFT, etc. plays that are going to get major play right now, and the tokens will go up in price, right?
Yep.
Because of that exact reason. They're not those projects that are going live now or that are being built now are not deploying on Ethereum per se. I mean, I know there are some that are being built on Ethereum, but you get my point,
Yep. And the real question, I know we kind of talked about this early, but we got new people popping on all the time. So the real question again for me, it's early 2022 when Cardano and Ethereum now, are back at the top, and Cardano is rolling out all these different dApps, and Ethereum 2.0 is rolling out. It's what's going to happen to Avalanche? What's going to happen to Sol? What's going to happen to Phantom? Will they sell off? Will people move their projects over to Cardano now or over to it? I don't know. But that's why I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the business guy in me, and I don't even begin to I'm gonna so I'm gonna make a statement, but I'm gonna caveat the statement. The statement is this: I don't know anything about all the technical underpinnings of a project. Like if I built a project today on Solana, okay, a DeFi project, and when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, okay, and I wanted to move it, I don't have any earthly idea what's involved in that process, and I don't begin to claim that I do. My gut reaction says that if I built it on Solana, I stay on Solana, right? And that goes back, but again, I don't know, okay? But I would think you would stay where, you would stay there. Now, we did have an example where Atari just moved all their stuff over to Phantom, and that's one of the reasons that Phantom popped. And they immediately saw a boost in productivity and blah, 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 that kind of stuff. So I just tend to think that they're going to stay where they are. And I think it's going to become, I think the bigger question to me is, do we have a 4 or 5 month run, a real good hard run from a bull run with the Solanas, Phantoms, Avalanches of the world? I think yes, because you got Cardano ADA, who's going to be probably a little bit lagging there with smart contract implementations, people waiting. So they're going to be deploying on other networks, other blockchains. And I think Ethereum 2.0, when is that really going to happen? December, January, February, etc. Okay, so that's my guy.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, one other point too, it'll be interesting, and I don't have a direction here one way or another, but there's a lot of money staked on both Cardano and Ethereum. Do you think that money stays staked?
Yes.
Or do you think that money is once able to be unlocked, is it unlocked?
Well, I mean, there is the unlock period, right? But I think after that 6-month contract or however long those staking contracts are, a certain percentage of it will go elsewhere just because it will. But I think the vast majority of that volume stays there. And oh, by the way, you got new volume being added, in the interim. I've got a super chat from Steve Cooper. Thoughts on Tel? That's Telcoin. Have you looked at them recently? Ranked number 94. Do you have an opinion?
Not recently, but I like it. I haven't invested in it. It looks good though. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know. I've looked at it a few times and it was 2-3 cents. What is it now?
It is. It's 1 cent and change. Like 1.752. Steve, I don't really have a positive or negative opinion. I'm going to tell you that. So thanks for the super chat. Here's what I would say. If it was me sitting there and I was looking to put money in Telcoin, I probably wouldn't put it there. I'd put it somewhere else, like, not investment advice, right? I'd put it in Solana, Phantom, Avalanche, some of these other things, Cardano, some of these other things we've been talking about. So,
hey, dude, I got on my live stream here, Shib pulled up, a lot of volume coming in. 3 green candlesticks here, looking nice, actually. It's a nice little steady growth. We're watching the volume bars. A lot of volume coming in. So
it's showing red on CoinMarketCap. I know you're looking at more live stream data. So we do have some green candlesticks.
Yeah, it's still overall red on the day. But we just went from the 6.5 level not too long ago to the 7.1 and moving.
That's what's funny. You're right. We did go from 6.5 to 7.142, but it's showing it being negative 4%. It's the damnedest thing. So yeah, So hey guys, I gotta go in about 10 minutes. My son just texted me. He's got an earache, so I gotta leave here in a minute to take him to the doctor. So I'm about to have to punch out here in a minute.
Hey, did they win last night? Football?
Yes, they did. Thank you for that. They won
Nice.
dramatically. He got hurt on the last play. Of course, being a running back, he got hurt, his leg hurt, but not that. That's just what happens in football, right? But but I'm gonna give you guys on my end. I'm giving you guys a 5 or 10 minute call. But here's the thing: I'm gonna pull up for those of you guys on my live feed. When I hang up, you need to go jump over. I can't believe I'm promoting Zach on my channel. Oh my God, man! You need to go over to and I'm showing them right now on YouTube. You need to type in. Of course, I can't spell your name, Zach Humphreys, right here. So go type in Zach Humphreys, and you can see there he is. There's his beautiful bald-headed mug there with his goatee and all that. With his, so go check him out. He's live streaming. So when I gotta leave in a minute, you guys go jump on live with Zach and go check him out. He does okay content. I'm better, but he does all right. So anyway,
I like it.
Yeah.
And anybody that's on this stream, make sure you check out Austin's channel too. Austin Hilton's channel, and he does pretty good over there too.
He does all right. He does all right. He does okay. Yeah. So let's wrap up on my end. You guys definitely pull up Zach. Go spend some time with him. I think, okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, so it's kind of a loaded question, but, the market's down. The overall crypto market's down about a little bit under 5% right now, right? And Ethereum's at 3,300, Bitcoin's at 4,500, blah, blah, blah. Well, how long do you think we got for this kind of down cycle? What's your opinion?
My gut tells me throughout the weekend, and then we start to see a bounce back early next week. Because usually the overall crypto market weekends, little downturn. Of course, SHIB is the opposite. Some recent information we got out. But I would say early next week we start going back up. I don't think this is a long-term dip, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. I mean, I've quit trying to forecast it, so I don't even begin to even really try, right? And I mean, let's go back to what we always talk about, right? This is a buying opportunity, right? Zach Rosser, who's a member, do we still like ACH? Hell yeah, we still like ACH. It's a long-term play. By the way, Zach, you've got, don't you have him coming on? Zach Humphreys has got the CEO of ACH coming on his channel next week. This week? Next week.
Monday morning.
Monday morning. There
it's 7:30 a.m. I don't think I'm going to go live because it's going to be just a quick half-hour interview, and then I got to, bounce over to work real quick. But that night, Monday night, I'll try to upload it. I will upload it. I'll get it up sometime Monday night. It should be about a half-hour sit-down, and we're going to ask them, everything from, the partnerships they already have with Binance and Shopify. They got some future partnerships. The future crypto card is supposed to be coming out late this year, early next year. They're partnering with Visa and MasterCard for that. So a lot of good stuff. I've been saying the same thing, and I've been covering it on the channel in recent weeks, especially with John's interview coming up. It's a speculative play, but I'll tell you what, man. I mean, you can't deny a partnership with Binance, Shopify, Visa, and MasterCard. I mean, It's a speculative play, but I think it's definitely intriguing, so I can't wait to see what he says.
I don't even really think it's a speculative play. It's a long-term play that will pop when on this major announcement that maybe you might get out of him. I don't think he's going to reveal it, but because they haven't made their major announcement, right?
Yeah, he didn't reveal it. Cointelegraph did a AMA with him mid-August, and I forget the guy who was interviewing him, but he asked him, and he didn't divulge, but he did say that this partnership would be bigger than anything that they've done so far.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So whatever it is, it's bigger than Shopify, it's bigger than Binance. So I'll try to get it out of him. We'll see.
Yeah, he's not gonna tell you, man. He ain't gonna tell you that. He ain't gonna tell you, man. All right, guys, I gotta go. My wife's bugging me. She's made an appointment for my son. I gotta go pick him up from school and take him to the doc. So, thanks for spending some time with me. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna go. So again, if you guys want some more live stream action, jump over to Zach Humphreys' channel. Check him out. And as always, brother, I appreciate you, man. I'll yell at you later today, okay?
All right, man. Take care.
See you. Bye.